Here we are at the jump up. Little pan of the area, the view. Beautiful. Here we've stopped for lunch. And there's Chris breaking out his lunch. Around there to Allison.
Struggling.
Already have had lunch on dessert already because they beat us here.
It's only half hour.
Angie having her Cheetos, cooling her feet off. Beautiful up here. Great views. Just getting ready to ease on up the trail. In the green tunnel here, covered with rhododendrons. Well, we've made it to Chilwa Bald. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Look at this view. Just simply amazing. Beautiful out here. Great views. The climb to get here has been pretty tough. We've gone about 7.5 miles and 7 miles of it have been uphill. So it's been pretty tough. We've got about 2.5 miles to our campsite for the evening. Angie and Allison's getting ready to load up and head that way. Chris and I are going to take a little break, and we'll see them at the campsite. Day one recap. We finished 10.3 miles and got into camp, Locust Cove Gap Camp, and set up camp here. Of course, this is the next morning. We got up, temperatures 35, 36 degrees. We got a little snow coming down right at the time, so that's getting ready to hit the trail. It's about 9 o'clock. Plan on doing about 11.5 miles today and go to Cable Gap Shelter. Alright, day 2 wrap up. We started at Locust Cove Gap and came to Cable Gap, which was 11.5 miles. Pretty tough day. Not used to doing that many miles, but done that. Jacob's ladder was mixed in there, and that was a heck of a climb. What did you think about that climb, Angie?
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think everybody's legs are about toast. But had a good trip. Started snowing on us this morning, and snowed for a couple of hours, I guess, while we were walking, and then finally let up. Kind of cleared up a little bit. Never did warm up. It stayed cool pretty much. So we've gotten a rack under our quilts and ready to turn it in and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we got from Cable Gap to Fontana Dam Visitor Center is 7.1 miles. So we're hoping to get out of camp fairly early in the morning and get that knocked out by 1 o'clock or so, and get into Murphy and eat some good food, and then get home and have a good night's sleep in our own bed. So that's kind of where we are right now, and that's about all I have. Anything, Angie?
No. Good night, guys.
after hike wrap up. We went from the NOC, which was mile marker 136.7, to Fontana Dam, which was 165.9 on the Appalachian Trail over 3 days. First day we went from the NOC to Locust Cove Gap for a total of 10.6 miles. Then we went from Locust Cove Gap to Cable Gap Shelter for 11.5 mile day. And then the last day we went from Cable Gap Shelter to Fontana Dam Visitor Center and picked up our vehicle for a 7.1 day to finish out. We met a number of Appalachian Trail through hikers. It was really neat to talk with them and find out why they were doing the trail, and it was just totally amazing and mesmerizing to hear what they were doing. Some of the trail names of the through hikers we met Riser, we met ET, which stands for Energizer Turtle. We met Dada, which was a young lady, 26 years old, out there by herself. Curly, Air Quotes, and Atticus. Atticus, this is his second attempt at the Appalachian Trail. We met him at Fontana Dam, and I even give him a ride up to the parking area to make a phone call to get a shuttle to come pick him up. He had started and came to Fontana Dam and then shuttled up to Clingman's Dome in the Smokies and walked back to Fontana Dam, and then we'll shuttle back to Clingman's Dome and head on north. So it was really neat to see the through hikers. Total mileage of our trip was 29.2 miles, and had great weather. Lows were in the low 30s. Did wake up one morning with some snow coming down. Highs were up to the mid 60s. So great hiking weather. Had a great time. Had great views. It seemed like every time we were on a mountaintop, the views were simply amazing, phenomenal. And we had great company with our friends, the Carltons. Also, some of the sites that you see along that section of trail are the Wade Sutton Memorial, Chilwell, Stokoa Gap, Jacob's Ladder. Now that's a tough one now. I'm going to tell you, it's pretty steep, about a 20-25% grade going up for 6-7 tenths of a mile. So it's a pretty good climb. And then, of course, one of the most famous shelters on the Appalachian Trail is the Fontana Hilton, and then, of course, Fontana Dam. So, as I said, it was great, a great time with great company, and you know what? It's great to be us. And thanks for watching.